Hi, my name is Nicholas and I'm happy. I'm an introvert teacher. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is a special day because I'm going to do the introvert teacher tag created by Janice from One Happy Teacher. You will find the video in the description box below. There are 18 different questions, so let's get into it. Do people call you antisocial all the time? No, they don't. People just don't call me at all. Ever. 2. Do they try to convince you to be more outgoing? Well, no, not at all. I mean, it's not a subject that we talk about because people who I talk to, they don't see me as an introvert. It is something that I have hidden for a long time because I was ashamed of it and it wasn't outspoken, so people don't have to convince me, they don't try to convince me because most of them don't think that I am an introvert. And in fact, in French, saying introverti, I wouldn't qualify myself as an introverti. Because in France, this word has a slightly different meaning and it's really negative. I guess, more than it is in English. It's just my feeling. 3. Do people ask if you're depressed or okay? Yeah, sometimes they ask me, my students, they ask me, are you okay, sir? And I'm, yeah, sure, why are you asking me? Because you look depressed. That's, I'm not, I'm just thinking. This is my face when I think. I'm not depressed, okay? No, I'm not mad at you. Yeah, it happens. 4, sorry. Do people ask you what you're thinking about? Yes, it's kind of the same. I mean, sometimes they misinterpret my face. They see feelings that are not here. When I was a kid, my nickname was Old Lady's Face, Gueule de Vieille. Because even as a kid, I wasn't smiling uselessly, or I wouldn't say that I wasn't a happy kid, but I just wasn't smiling. So yeah, it's something different from what you see and what is inside. Sorry. 5. Do you have to take breaks to recharge? In fact, it is something really new, and I have to thank Janice for this because before I just didn't know that I was an introvert. I wasn't labeled that way, so I was living my life without thinking about it. And now that I know that I am an introvert, I have learned to take care of myself, if that makes sense. So thank you, Janice, for that. And I'm spitting. And so yeah, now I know when it's too much. At the end of last school year, I had 3 or 4 events, parties that I had to go to. I was invited and couldn't say no. And at the end of the 4th, I was exhausted and I was overthinking about each and every word that I have said during those parties. So it's really, really difficult to live. So yeah, now I try to take different breaks to recharge. 6. Do you have to take breaks to recharge after spending time with someone? So I would say yes, I do. I do. It depends of the someone. My closest friends they know me, so I don't need to recharge because I don't play a part with them. I'm just myself, so that's quite easier, and they don't mind if sometimes I don't laugh or I don't talk. They know me. 7. Do you purposely ignore a call if you don't know who is calling because you'd rather not talk to a stranger? I don't mind talking to a stranger because it is a stranger, so there's no pressure. And my education makes me think that it is rude not to answer the phone, whoever is calling. 8. Do you hate when your hairdresser, manicurist, hairdresser, yeah, or strangers try to make small talk? Sure, I do hate that, and I don't see the point into talking about the weather or what happened to them, my hairdresser, or yes, because I used to have hairs, of course. So yeah, it's not something that I am good at. Small talks. Don't practice enough. 9. Do you stare at the ground so you can pretend you don't see someone approaching? I have to confess that sometimes I do. When it's my neighbor, when it's someone far away, or not a co-worker, but some people who work where I work. Sometimes it happens, at the supermarket, you see someone you know far away, and yes, I look at the ground and I take my path to the butcher. Yeah, it happens. 10. Do you spend most of your time at a party slowly nursing your drink or eating snacks? Yes, because at the end of each school year, there's a party. We say goodbye to people who go on a retirement, and there are a lot of speeches and gift exchange, and we eat snacks and everything. And I have learned to go from a group to another one, trying to talk and say, we had good times, and I miss you, and but this is so unnatural for me, and maybe you will judge me for that. Really, who is this guy? It's just me, but I'm not comfortable at all with this. So 11. Or sitting on the couch by yourself. No, I don't sit on the couch by myself. There are no couches. No. But no. 12. Do people mistake your thinking face for resting, mean, insert beep here, face? As I said earlier, it happens. They don't know that my face is a mask, and sometimes the mask is really, really thin, because you can see on my face what I think when I do things like so you know what I'm thinking. But yeah, it happens. It's not every day, but yes, sometimes they do. 13. Do you not participate in events? Oh, that sounds good. Events that would involve icebreakers. I don't know. I don't like it. Because it's. I understand why it's a good technique to do a group, to make a bond to someone else, it's a first step to engage as a group in an activity. I get it. But as I know the technique, as I know what is behind the scene, I just don't like it at all. and okay, here we go, icebreaker. Okay, so I just go through the motion, and that's it. But well, 14. Do you hate job descriptions that use the term team player? I don't. I don't care about job descriptions at all because I'm a teacher, and in France I don't have to apply to that. There are no interviews. When you're a teacher, you're teachers from the beginning to the end, and you have no job interviews ever. So I don't mind, because when it's professional, there's a difference. When it's related to work, I think that I can deal with that more easily, because it's not real personal relationships. I just don't know if that makes sense, but I guess it does. I just hope so. So yeah. 15. Is introducing yourself fear-inducing? Sure, that's awful. Being on YouTube was a huge step forward, but it's still quite difficult. And all the more when every school year, at the beginning of the school year, the first day, we have a big meeting. So we have new teachers coming to our school, and we have to introduce ourselves. And it's always a moment. Hi, I'm Nicholas. I'm a Sciences de la Vie et de la Terre teacher. I've been teaching here for 10 years now. And yes, I'm tall and have a nice school year. I hate it. But as always, it's part of the game. 16. Do you like using the internet because you can show your personality without having to deal with people? I love using internet and I love YouTube, and I think that people, I have been told that I am good at acting, because they wouldn't guess that I am an introvert, and that social relations are not easy for me. They don't know it because I'm a good actor. So, and so with the camera in front of me, it's not difficult to talk, and yes, that's easier. And but it's not easier because I don't have to deal with people. We do deal with people. It's just that there's a distance, and there's nothing personal involved. People are away, and there is a connection, and I have a great connection to my community, small community, but it's not, there are no consequences, so it's easier. 17. Is cancelling plans your favorite thing to do? No, I hate that. It isn't at all, because, as I said earlier, I'm a really polite guy. I'm a really polite guy, and rules are rules. And cancelling, it's something really rude to me, and it always makes me feel anxious, nervous, and I don't like it at all. And when I have done it, I really had big, massive reasons not to go to a party. So, but I hate it. It's just not polite. It isn't done. So, and finally, 18. Does everyone try to fight you to be more social, but you're happy the way you are? So no, they don't want me to be more social, because or they don't know that I don't like it, or they know me very well, so they don't push me. And yes, I'm really happy the way I am, and it is a part of me, as a lot of different things. It's not just who I am, it's just a part of me, a small part of me. And as I'm getting older, it's easier to be who I really am. That's it. It was the last question. So thanks again thank you, Janice, for doing this tag. I have told you already that you have helped me a lot, but yeah, seeing you on YouTube really helped me to feel more normal, may I say, and since then I have opened myself to others, even though sometimes I think that I do it too much, and I am seen as really a particular person, strange person, but I don't really care. It isn't really important, is it? So check the videos of the other YouTubers. We are doing an introvert tag. They are all great teachers. I know them all. They might not know me, but hey, I know them. So they are great ladies. So go check their channel, subscribe to their channel, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to be happy. Bye.